continue with a story about a very special child and its parents who gave it a very special name. Mom and Dad are starting to regret their decision. Our child will be 30 months old soon, and I have no idea what its real name is. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all, my dear. Remember, the parents named the child 7, then added 3 each month in order to change its name. Maybe we can help the parents by seeing if we can calculate a pattern in the sequence of the child's name. We can write out each month's name as addition of the common difference, which was 3 to the previous name. Remember that multiplication is just repeated addition, so we could collapse these expressions with a little bit of multiplication. Now the trick is to find a way to relate these expressions back to the nickname or the month of the name. The intro went pretty quickly, so let's slow it down a bit and take a look at what we were talking about before. So this time we've got our arithmetic sequence. We're adding in the explicit rule. So that's what we're going to be creating in this lesson. We are keeping the common difference and the nth terms. Those are still important terms for this lesson. We are going to start this lesson by writing out an arithmetic sequence in detail. We want to do this to see if we can come up with a rule that will help us find any nth term in a sequence. So the rule directions say here to find the first 6 terms in a sequence by writing D repeatedly. So let D equal 4 and the first term equal 11. So the first term, it just says that in the directions that a of 1 equals 11. So the next time for a of 2, that's going to be 11 plus the common difference, which is 4, and that's going to equal 15. So the next number in our sequence is 15. Then we've got 11. Now remember, I want to write this as repeated addition. So we're going to add another 4 onto that, and this time that'll make 19. So 11 plus 4 is 15, plus 4 is 19. Then we'll take the 11 and we'll add another 4 onto it. And I'm not going to make you watch this every time, so let me fill in the last 2 terms. We can see that my sequence is complete, and every time I just keep the previous addition and I just keep adding a common difference. Now I'm going to actually erase all of my values, and we're going to focus on that repeated addition of the 4. If I focus in, I can see that this first set has 1 4, then I've got 2 4s, 3 4s, 4 4s, and finally 5 4s. I also know that repeated addition can be summarized with multiplication. So instead of writing out all of these 4s every time, I could just write these as multiplication. So for example, I'm going to start with number 6 first. It looks like I have 5 4s there, so I'm going to write that as 11 plus the 4s 5 times. So I'm going to put the 5 in parentheses there to mean multiplication. So now if I think about this, this would be easier to calculate because now it's 11 plus 20, which is 31. And that was the last number in my sequence. I can go back up to a of 5, and I'm going to collapse this one to 11 plus 4 times 4, since there's 4 4s in this one. And that's going to give me 11 plus 16, and that would make 27. And if I repeat this, I get the same values I did before. In fact, I can even do that for the second term, 11 plus 4 times 1. And that's just going to be 11 plus 4, which equals 15. And I can even do this for the first term. even though it's kind of a redundant, if you notice, hopefully you do, this number keeps going down. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I can actually put a 0 here and have 11 plus 4 times 0, which would just be 11 plus 0, and I would start with just 11. We want to be able to relate this rule back to this number here. So, and in particular, the 6. So the new thing I'm looking at, it's this 5 here. So how is the 5 related to the 6? Well, 6 minus 1 equals 5. And if you look, that follows for every single one of these. 5 minus 1 gives you the 4 here. 4 minus 1 gives you the 3 there, and so on as we go backwards. So there is a rule here. We notice that the multiplier is 1 less than the term we are on. In this particular sequence, there is a rule. To find any, remember n stands for any number, so any point, any term in this sequence, to find any term, I start with the 11, with the first term. I add the 4, the common difference to it, and I multiply it by that n, whatever number I'm on, minus 1. So for example, I'm on 6, the 6th term here. So I'd plug the 6 in here, I'd get 5, and that creates my multiplier. So the 6, the number here, goes into the formula. We subtract 1, okay? And we're going to make a general rule with that in just a moment. So this is called the explicit rule. An explicit rule of a sequence finds the nth term of the sequence. For an arithmetic sequence, here's the rule. For any term, remember that this 11 was our first term. So a of n equals our first term, so a sub 1, plus 4 in this example. The 4 in this example was our common difference up here, d. So plus d times n minus 1. And after we do a few more examples, this will make more sense. So let's give a couple examples a try right now. So let's not forget that in the example above, a of 1 was equal to 11, and the common difference was equal to 4. So this example asks us to find the 10th term, the 25th term, and the 100th term. So here's how we would write that. The 10th term, that would be a sub 10. We're going to replace, so when I'm looking at what to replace, I'm using this rule right here. So the n got replaced with the 10. The a sub 1 is right here, so that's the 11. The d is going to be replaced with a common difference, which was 4. And then we've got n minus 1. And just for this time, I'm going to go ahead and put 10 minus 1. Start simplifying that. I get 11 plus 4 times 9, which is going to get 11 plus 36, which is equal to 47. Now, in our story about the special child, if our mother asked us, hey, would you happen to be able to help me? What's my child's name on its 10th month of life? Its name would be 47. Let's try this out now for the 25th term. So on the child's 25th month, if its original name was 11, and we added 4 every month, we'd take 25 minus 1, which is going to be 24, 11 plus 4 times 24. That'll be 11 plus 96. I used a calculator, and my final answer is going to be 107. Let me speed up the final example a bit. You can see in this example, I've substituted the 100. I multiplied 99 times before. I ended up with 11 times 396, and my final answer is going to be 407. If my parent asks me, hey, how old was my child in the 100th month of its life? Its new name is going to be 407.